We're heading down to the Southern Highlands, and it's a very good morning to you, Elizabeth. How are you?
I'm very well indeed, thank you, Graham. Graham, we're very quick to criticise when things are wrong. So when something good happens, I love the world to know. And I just want to thank you and Neutrog and 2GB for sending me a tub of bush tucker to help a Banksia that I've had problems with yellowing leaves for 5 or 6 years. I just cannot believe the difference it's made, and to all our native plants, the persimmons, the grevilleas, everything. I'm absolutely sold on the product.
Well, that's great. It's out of the blue to get a comment like that. Can I say that in Australia we are really very, very lucky, because that company, and there are a few of them, not many, there's a few of them in Australia that do their own independent research. They don't just take something in from overseas or from the States. And in the case of native plants, it has been a problem for all of my life. And yellowing of banksias and all of the problems that you can get with banksias, which is sad when they grow in the bush so easily, but you get them into a cultivated situation and we end up with problems. And to be quite frank, it was two men that actually achieved this, and I guess they are the people that really, really deserve all of the credit, because bush tucker came out of years and years of research. And can I say that it wasn't just a case of coming up with the right nutrients. They had to come up with a chemical balance that actually locked up some of the problem nutrients for native plants, yet release the others. And Angus Stewart, in particular, who is well known on the television, well known because he's also one of our tour leaders. He's a great writer and a damn good bloke. He's very likely our best Australian native plant breeder. He's come up with, I think he's in Victoria at the moment, because they're doing a big kangaroo paw program down there. And that's where Angus is. And you combine Sydney Soil Laboratory, and those two people came up with a brilliant fertiliser, bush tucker. So thank you very much, and I'll pass it on to them, Elizabeth.
Please do, and it goes for Kahuna and Gigantic too. Our gardens never looked so good.
Yeah, well, all of those fertilisers. This company has scientifically taken gardening into another level, and I do mention their products a lot because they work, and I know the science behind them. And can I say that they have just employed another scientist on their team to look further into this whole horticultural fertiliser market. And, you know, that sort of thing does not happen around the world very often. It doesn't happen in England, and it does happen here in Australia, and we should be very grateful. And thank you very much for your call this morning. Good luck down there in the Southern Highlands. Hope you have a beaut weekend, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Graham, very much indeed. And we put the citrus leaf minor trap up yesterday.
Oh, good. Yep.
All my husband hears on Saturdays and Sundays is Graham says. I think he wonders who he's married to.
I had very briefly, I had a long time ago, and I've never forgotten it because I haven't had a comment like that for a while, but a fella said to me, "You're going to be mentioned in court as the co-respondent in our marriage divorce." I've never forgotten that comment. Elizabeth, you're a sweetheart. Thank you very much for your call.
Thank you, Graham. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, fellas. I know it happens a bit because I get off air, I get comments to my face like that. So I'm sorry if it gives you grief. Hopefully it just keeps you gardening, keeps you all gardening, and that's what we're here to do.